Don't tell me about the world. Not today. It's springtime, and they're knocking baseballs around fields, and kids are trying to hit curveballs.
Bottom of the 8th. 2 men on, 2 men out. Down by 2. The crowd is on its feet. The pitcher comes set and fires.
Going back at the wall, he leaps. Oh, my goodness! Hill dives. Did he get it? He did. Up the middle. Trey Turner to his left. Pops up. Fantastic break. Dozier to third. And inside the park, home run. See ya. He's done it. Home run number 50. Weig on his way to second. Going to be a play, and he is out. No. Are you kidding me? It can only happen in the wild card game. Down the line it goes. Here comes Jensen. The Indians win it. Here it comes. He struck him out. Taylor ties it. Oh, what a finish. 2 and a 3 run.
He asked me what I do in winter when there is no baseball. I'll tell you what I do. I stare out the window and wait for spring.
Opening day is behind us, so let's look back at how the first games of the year played out on the diamond. In the AL Central, the Tigers sent 3 balls into the seats as they sank the visiting Buccos 6-0. The Twins knocked out 10 hits as a team as they beat the O's in Baltimore 6-1. The Kansas City Royals took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 3-0. The Indians amassed an impressive 6 home runs in the game as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 14-7. The Tampa Bay Rays went
We'd like to welcome those of you just tuning in on the show. You're joining us at a great time. Zach Greinke still on the mound to start this 9th inning. He's got a shutout working to this point, so we'll see if he can finish this thing off. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. 1-1 the count to Martin Prado. Greinke ready now. The 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. And that one right down Main Street.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe. And unfortunately, he let that one go. And he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Fouled away. A payoff pitch one more time. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
Here's J.D. Martinez. And he puts it on the ground to second. And into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Gary Sanchez is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one. Comes set and the 0-1. Looks at a curveball called for a strike.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate. And for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
So he gets him swinging on a pitcher's pitch. Gary Sanchez is retired, and now they're down to their final out in this one. Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. And a fastball's in there for strike one.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Pittsburgh down to their last strike. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shot.
Welcome to Inside the Show. Baseball is back in April. Let's check out some of the results from yesterday. In the AL Central, the Pirates allowed only 5 hits as a staff. Hey there, baseball fans. Justin Allegri. The season is still young. Let's check out some of the results from yesterday. Starting in the American League Central, the Royals launched 3 home runs as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 4-0. The Blue Jays got 18 hits as they dismantled the White Sox 10-4. The Cleveland Indians swatted 4 home runs in this one as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 12-10. The Pittsburgh Pirates got 11 hits overall as they pulverized the Twins 11.
Afternoon baseball from the Motor City, Comerica Park here in downtown Detroit. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Kansas City Royals and the Detroit Tigers. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Max Scherzer gets the starting nod for the Tigers in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This guy's one of the most dominant pitchers in the game, and how dominant? Picked up a double-digit strikeout total in his last start, and hopefully he'll bring that A game with him in the ballpark for this one.
Settling in now, Lorenzo Cain, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Center fielder, Lorenzo Cain.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. So, fellas, these Tigers, as they begin play here today, they come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Yeah, Matty V, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split at 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, I love what Kyle Seager brings to the table for this team. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
Behind 0-2 now. Here comes Scherzer on 0-2. Hit hard but foul to the left, and they'll try it again. 1 out, nobody on. That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Coming in is Myers. He makes the running play. 2 down. First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
Too high, and it's 3-0. Scooter Gennett would be next. Hosmer in front now at 3-1 count.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. So a relatively routine start for the top of the first here. The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line toward the alley in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, you want to be the team on the attack, without question. In the bottom of the first, starting it off with a leadoff single gets everyone in your dugout going.
Into the box, Michael Taylor, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. That'll be a base hit as well, as it's through into left, and they've got something cooking here in the bottom of the first.
First two batters find a sweet spot, barrel up perfectly. These fans have to be excited. Middle of the order coming to the plate now. After those first two ABs, this could be a laser show.
Here's Daniel Murphy now, as he sends it on the ground to first. Oh, he whiffs on it at first. It's right by him into right. And no sense risking anything here, as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, Giro, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just trying.
Only play will be to first, as we'll see our first run score here, as this is a 1-0 ball game. But he's safe at third as he's able to scramble back.
Hey, bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. One run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Next up is the Hall of Famer Jim Rice. Dribbled up the line. Seager is there, and a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. Tigers get just the one. Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see two different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Past battles with Scherzer. He's got 4 hits and 10 at-bats. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
And a fastball not close. It's 2-1 now. Now the 2-1 pitch. Fouled off. Here now the 2-2. Soft liner to the left side. And an easy play out there as this is taken for the second out. So next to the plate for the Royals, Robin Yount. Here comes the first pitch. And he misses with a high changeup that time, a dangerous pitch. Fly ball right down the line in left. Waiting on it is Rice. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Next up for Detroit, Jake Lamb. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. First pitch of the at-bat. He pulls this one into right. Puig is there, one away.
Hey, guys, take a look at how Kansas City sets up on D. And, guys, in this one today, we get to watch Gold Glover at first base. Watch the way he manipulates the bag with his footwork. Watch the way he bails his teammates out with picking balls out of the dirt. Can't stress this guy's importance enough.
These Kansas City Royals entering play this afternoon, guys. It's been a promising start to the new year as they've taken 3 of the first 4 contests.
Yeah, Matty, they started this road trip off right. Yesterday, there was one common theme. There was great starting pitching. Guy went out and absolutely executed. Hopefully he passes the baton to this guy today, and he goes out and follows suit.
Foltynewicz has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a look. Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double. And he will make it in at third. He's got himself a 1-out triple.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard-hit line drive.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal, trying to make it a 2-0 ball game by bringing home that runner from third. Now the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground at first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. High in the air out towards shallow right. Puig is there, and the inning is over. In now is Yasiel Puig. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
A 1-1 count to Puig. Puig, commonly known around baseball as Wild Horse, he was an 8th round selection during the first-year player draft of 2018.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
0-2 the count to Benintendi. Pitch on the way. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. So striding in, JT Realmuto. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. Scherzer looks in, 1-0 on its way. Sent on the ground out to second. Murphy's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as decided.
Leading up for the Tigers.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a whiff at a good slider that time. Fly ball heading for the alley. After it is Kane. But he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And this is going to rattle up against the out-of-town scoreboard now.
You take a look at this one as it flies into the gap. Both outfielders give it a chase, but they can't catch up to it. Next thing you know it, one hops the wall, and he's busting his hump around second on his way to third.
Stepping in now, Michael Taylor. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Looking up is Benintendi. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. First home run of the campaign for him. As the Tigers have opened it up even further, it's now 4-0.
Well, that ball right there was right up in the happy zone. It doesn't take much to drive one out of the ballpark when you connect on a high pitch like that. The backspin carried that one right out of here.
Into the box now, Daniel Murphy. He pulls this one into right. Puig is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Riding in once again, Orlando Cepeda. First pitch coming, here it is. This is line to left. Benintendi is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now. Digging in to try it again, Jim Rice. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Fooled him badly there. I mean badly. It's 1-2.
Wow, not sure what that was, but talking about having your mind made up, you're going to swing before the pitcher even throws a pitch. I don't know how you swing at that pitch.
And he chased it in the dirt. Realmuto recovers, and that ends the inning. The Tigers do get a couple, however, on this two-run home run. We're through 3 here in Michigan. It's now 4-0 Detroit. In now is Lorenzo Cain. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Here comes Scherzer on 0-2. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Here's Howie Kendrick. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. The 1-1 is in there for the second strike. No runs, no hits, 1 error so far for Kansas City. Swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. Here he comes again, 1-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eric Hosmer. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Hey, he's looking to punch out the side right here. And if this guy's going to do him favors and swing outside the zone, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Ball 1. Scherzer into the windup, coming home with the 1-1 pitch. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
He's 1 pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up after your offense put up some runs, I can't tell you what that means to the boys in the dugout.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back to Comerica Park right after this. Ready for another chance? Jake Lamb set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Right fielder, number 4, Will Myers.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Will Myers. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Check swing called strike, 0-1. Myers, a 27-year-old, he was an 8th-round selection during the first-year player draft of 2018.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home fourth. Digging in for his second at-bat, Yasmani Grandal. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch fastball swung on and missed, 0-1.
You know, we saw these guys around the cage during batting practice, and they told us they were going to be aggressive. I think this is getting a little ridiculous. They better watch themselves.
Meanwhile now, this is a drive out to straightaway right field, and it's going to get out of here. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 3 here in the early going, and the Tigers add on. It's now a 5-0 score.
Yeah, and as we take a look at it on replay, you can see this thing was gone from the second it left his bat. A thunderous shot that dang near gave the pitcher a little whiplash. Challenged him with a fastball and lost big time.
In now, Wilmer Flores. And she'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Waiting on it is Benintendi. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. But tack on one more to the Tiger lead thanks to this solo home run. We're through 4. It's the Tigers 5 and the Royals nothing. Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
The 0-1 delivery. On the ground to the left side. Turner fields it cleanly. Throw got him, and that's a gorgeous play. Digging in now for Kansas City, Kyle Seager hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a high fastball for a strike. We were expecting a pitcher's duel in this one, but it's turned into a bit of a lopsided contest so far. Fultonevich hasn't had his best stuff today.
All right, Dan, you look at this game, the finesse guy has been on. Nothing over the heart of the plate, really keeping these guys in the proverbial rocking chair, where the power guy's missing over the heart.
You know, it's hard to believe, because sometimes you look at this guy that's throwing in the upper 90s, big power stuff, having a tough time getting through the lineup, and then you have a soft tosser guy moving the ball up, down, in and out. More than one way to get through a lineup, and the guy that's the finesse guy, he is really making it work in this one.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
1-2 the count to the Royals shortstop. Seager leads off first with 1 away. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with. A look at our line score here through the first 4, and as we've mentioned, just 1 hit for these guys this afternoon. In now is Yasiel Puig, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Look out, and that'll give him a close shave.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
Scherzer comes set. Here it is on 2-0. Breaking ball's in for a strike.
Love that pitch right there, and he executed it perfectly. A big arcing curveball that starts at the batter's hip and then just bends onto the inside corner. A lot of hitters have a tendency to open up way too early, and they can't make good contact on that pitch.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Myers on the move, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, it was a great battle there, and he was one strike away from putting him away. As a pitcher, you hate to put a guy on for free after all that work.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Now this is driven out to deep right center. This could be trouble. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And the runner is in from second. And he's in safely at third, as they also score a pair of runs on the play. Digging in. First pitch on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. 2 runs on 2 hits. 1 error so far for Kansas City. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes to the Royals catcher.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire. The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. 2 for 2 with a triple on his batting line to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Curveball that time, not even close.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
A little bouncer. Two and one to count to Trey Turner. Three and one.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Drilled on the ground is short. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Dan, I know you fight as an offensive player to get in a 3-1 count. What's the tension level on the mound throwing this guy a 3-1 lead?
That's one of the things you don't want to do. You have a game plan when you go into this, and the game plan normally is get ahead with strike 1 and make hitters expand the zone. 3-1, not a good time to throw a fastball.
Sharp ground ball to third. The second for 1. Over to Hosmer, and it's a double play. Here's Daniel Murphy now. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, and that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Jeanette onto the grass. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Tigers are shut down there, and it remains 5-2. So the Royals batting order turns over and set to go. Lorenzo Cain, he'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous. Alex Wilson takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 33, Alex.
First delivery to him on the way. Ball one.
Did get the call there, but you can't let that bother you. Just have to say, so what, and make another good pitch.
That evens it up, 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
The 1-2 is a breaking ball. They can't find the zone, and it's even at 2.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Lorenzo Cain is retired to kick off the inning. 0-1 the count. Comes set with the 0-1. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Kendrick waiting. Now the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Taylor is there. 2 gone. First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
A ball and a strike now. Ground ball right side. Cepeda moving to his right, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Royals go down 1.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Royals.
Digging in once again, Orlando Cepeda. He'll look to get the Tigers going in their half of the 6th. Now here it comes. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. The 1-2. He swung on and missed, strike 3.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Next up is the Hall of Famer Jim Rice, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. The 0-1. And he chases one up the ladder as he hits a high fly ball out to straightaway center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, third baseman,
Jake Lamb standing in now. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. It's a solo home run for Jake Lamb. First home run of the campaign for him as they open it up to 6-2 now.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
Here's Will Myers. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Myers.
No balls and a strike to count.
Tried the old ambush tactic, and it almost worked right there. Wasn't able to keep that first pitch fastball fair. The at-bat, he's got a lot left in this. If he's able to let that one go, I still think he can have a quality AB.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1 for the Tigers, and it comes on this solo home run. 4, 5, and 6 coming up to start the 7th. It's now 6-2. Back here now at Comerica Park in Detroit. We're through the first 6 innings with the Tigers on top. And before we start the 7th, let's take a look at our game summary. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
Ready for another shot now. Kyle Seager, a hit in 2 tries for him so far. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Myers is under it. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. Ready for another chance. Robin Yount. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. In there, and it's 0-1. Ground ball foul down the left side.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. KC down in order. They still trail here at 6-2. Riding in once again, Yasmani Grandal comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
The last at-bat, Eddie, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Pulled toward right center field. Kane is under it. 1 down. Striding forward now is the DH, Wilmer Flores. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Jeanette onto the grass. He can't get to it. This one's down.
That can't bother you too bad, Dan, right there. Power guy at the plate, and you're able to get in his kitchen.
Boy, that's a tough one to swallow, right? These big, strong guys, they like to get their arms extended. That wasn't that bad of a pitch, but he's just so strong that he's able to muscle that into the outfield grass.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. Flores, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Line to the right side. But that's a foul ball. Here's a look over to first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down. Michael Taylor will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. Couldn't hold up on the curveball there as he went around for strike 1. And there he goes towards second. He swings and misses. Throw down. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Another look at the throw down that results in a 3rd out on the bases. Back for more from Detroit after this. In now is Yasiel Puig. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
Lamb will get under this one, and he's got it for the 1st down.
How about it?
Here's the first pitch to him. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Waiting on it is Rice. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Ready once again, JT Realmuto. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here. Next up for Detroit, Michael Taylor. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8. First pitch coming. Here it is. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Hero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. There to make the play is Puig for route number 2. Next for the Tigers, Orlando Cepeda. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. A bouncer to the left side. Seager fields it cleanly. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Down in order go the Tigers. They lead it 6-2. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Lorenzo Cain. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th. 1 ball, no strikes to count. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. The 1-1. 1-2 now. The 1-2. Hit down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Here's Howie Kendrick. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
He doesn't look like the same reliever right now.
There's a swing, and he sends the ball high in the air into left field. Rice is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out. Lee Smith gets the call here as he'll try and look for 1 out to finish this thing off. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Missed with a slider. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. KC down to their final strike in this one. This is on the ground over to first. And a step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
6-2, the final total today. The Tigers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Max Scherzer earns the win, his second, as he gives up only 2 hits in 5 innings of work. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Tigers, 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. Kansas City, 2 runs on just 2 hits, 1 error. They left just 1 runner on base. The winning pitcher is Max Scherzer. His record is now 2-0. The loss goes to Mike Fulton-Evans. He falls to 0-1. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 59 minutes. Our paid attendance at Comerica Park this afternoon, a sellout of 40,000. The Tigers thank you for attending today's game and remind you to buckle up and drive home safely.
Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Detroit Tigers and the New York Yankees. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. At the plate, Leonis Martin. He will lead this one off today. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Our temperature here this afternoon creeping up to the 60-degree mark here at first pitch. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2 one more time. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Now the payoff pitch home. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. Career numbers against Sonny Gray. He's hitless in 6 tries. So it was a strikeout swinging. Jose Iglesias becomes the first out of the inning. Here it comes, the 3-0. And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away. The 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. The 2-2. Is swung on and missed, strike 3. Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez. Career numbers against Sonny Gray. He's a .333 hitter. 2 balls and a strike to the Tigers' first baseman. High fly ball out to straightaway center. After it is Gardner. And that retires the side. Here comes Brett Gardner now as he'll lead things off in the home first. The 3-1. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game. Digging in now for the Yankees, Aaron Judge. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge. Runners off for second. This is popped up. Iglesias over to his right. He's got it 1 away. Next for New York, Giancarlo Stanton. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. And that pitch comes over to catch the corner. It's 2-2 now.
Don't know for sure, but I think he may have been taking there thinking his teammate on first was going to be on the move.
Is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Didi Gregorius. First opportunity for him here with the leadoff man still standing at second. 2 gone now. The 1-2. Fouled away. Working for the punch out and the offering. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Standing in, James McCann. He'll begin things here against Sonny Gray. The 1-2. Tap down the line. That's a foul ball. The next 1-2 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Judge is there to put it away for out number 1. At the plate, Jeimer Candelario, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. And that'll bring up Mikey Mata. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Wade is there for it, and the inning is over. Now at the plate, Gary Sanchez, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
He walked the guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
Full count now, 3-2. Hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Mata racing back at the track, the wall, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Here's Neil Walker. The 1-2. is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. In now is the Yankees DH, Miguel Andujar, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
It's funny. That pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit. And why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. Brandon Drury will be next. And he fouls this one off. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Brandon Drury will bat next. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Martin is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Leading off the inning, Dixon Machado, and they'll need him to get something going here. Hit on the ground toward the left. Drury fields it cleanly. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. Riding in once again, Leonis Martin. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up. Ball 2. The 2-1 home is laid off of for ball number 3. The 3-1. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
I'm no hitting expert, but you can't take a swing that's a whole lot more uglier than that one.
A little bouncer. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Hit out towards second. Wade comes up with it in time to first, and there are 2 away. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Back goes Stanton at the track, and that one is gone. First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the end. Next for New York, Tyler Wade, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The 3-0. Popped him up. Candelario in foul ground, and this will land foul. Candelario trying to get there. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brett Gardner. He drew a base on balls his first time up. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, I don't blame him for fouling that one away. His eyes lit up right there. He did not expect a changeup up in the zone with 2 strikes. Got to regroup.
And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now. Now the 1-1 pitch. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And Cabrera will make the catch to retire the side. Digging in for his second at-bat, Nicholas Castellanos. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The 1-1. Chopped weakly to the left. A spin and a throw. And a spin throw gets him at first. A fine play there for the first out. Leadoff man retired now for the switch hitting catcher Victor Martinez. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Ready for another chance? James McCann. He's 0 for 1 thus far. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Gardner is there, and he makes the catch for the out. The next batter, Jeimer Candelario. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Started to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire the side. Stepping up to the plate, Giancarlo Stanton. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. High in the air out to center field. Martin is under it. 1 down. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Didi Gregorius. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Gary Sanchez. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
Well, you don't see this very often, Matty V. A 2-strike straight changeup. But this guy's changeup is one of the best in the league. We'll see if he tries that different approach this time, and maybe if he gets to 2 strikes, try to use the fastball a little bit more than that straight changeup.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away. Runners on the move for second. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Mata is over. And that retires the side. Digging in to try it again, Mikey Mata. The 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Next for the Tigers. Jackson Machado. Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. High in the air into shallow left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. So back to the top of the Detroit lineup, digging in, Leonis Martin comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw on to Walker at first, and the inning is over. Digging in now for the Yankees, Miguel Andujar looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Bouncer up the middle. And this is going to scoot on through into center for a base hit leading off the inning. Coming to the plate now, Brandon Drury. He flew out in his last at-bat. The 1-2. Now a bunt attempt here. The throw pulls him off the bag. So stepping in, Tyler Wade, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. So 1-1 is a missed drag bunt attempt for a strike. Andujar on second, Drury at first with no outs. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far. Here's Brett Gardner now.
Brett Gardner.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball. Here's big Aaron Judge, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Oh, and it misses, ball 4, and that will force home a run. Ready for another shot now, Giancarlo Stanton. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Mata has a play. And that's the second out of the inning. Here's Didi Gregorius. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Didi Gregorius.
1-1. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul for the second strike. The 1-2. Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? Maybe not, as this is kicked out there. Oh, I spoke too soon. He beats it out at first. Digging in once again, Gary Sanchez comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. 2-2. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Mata ranging back to the track, to the wall. Gone! Ready now, Neil Walker. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Ready once again, Jose Iglesias will start things off in the inning for Detroit. He'll be followed by Miguel Cabrera waiting on deck. Tigers shortstop with a ball and 2 strikes. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Here now the 2-2. He's at the knees and called strike 3. The first baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
He's pitching well. We're working into the middle innings right now, but this is when he's really going to have to bear down. When you start going through that lineup the second and third time, you've kind of emptied the bucket out already, so he's going to have to continue to buckle down and make good pitches.
And Cabrera's going to have himself a base hit. Nick Castellanos now 0 for 2 on his line thus far. To short, taken in by Gregorius. To second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Here's Miguel Andujar now. He's 1 for 2 in this one.